Welcome to Nomad Life Success, episode 142. I'm Aria Reyes. Today we're breaking down the data, systems, and biological protocols behind cabin control, in-flight engineering to reduce jet lag and preserve cognitive peak, dissecting the exact adjustments needed to optimize your cognitive output and protect your physical infrastructure on the road.
Hook. Picture this. A senior founder lands in Tokyo after a transcontinental flight and walks straight into a board-level negotiation. On paper, they missed 2 emails. In practice, their reaction time slowed by roughly 25%, and decision accuracy dropped nearly 18% compared to baseline tests taken a week earlier. Meetings went longer, revisions increased, and a single avoidable decision cost the company momentum. That's not anecdote. That's operational friction you can measure and fix. Promise. Here's what this episode delivers. A reproducible in-flight protocol that can cut post-flight cognitive decline in half, preserve slow-wave sleep, the SWS you need for deep recovery, and get you meeting-ready on arrival. You'll walk away with 3 tactical steps, exact wearable metrics to log, and 1 operational mistake to avoid. Data doesn't care about your jet lag, but you can engineer around it.
Root cause analysis. Long-haul cabins produce 3 predictable physiological stressors. First, reduced barometric pressure and low humidity accelerate fluid loss and thicken blood slightly, raising cardiovascular strain. Second, a circadian light mismatch. Cabin lighting and outside time cues conflict with your internal clock, pushing core body temperature out of the SWS-friendly window. Third, intermittent hypoxia and CO2 accumulation at cabin altitudes can blunt autonomic tone and reduce HRV. Together, these factors impair slow wave propagation and mitochondrial recovery. The metrics that reveal this damage are clear. Heart rate variability, HRV, trending downward relative to your baseline, SpO2 dips below your usual range, reduced percentage of slow wave sleep in flight or on first night post-flight, longer sleep onset latency, and lower sleep efficiency. Track those numbers and you'll know whether your in-flight inputs worked. Step 1. Environmental control. Treat the cabin as a micro-environment you can engineer. Pack 3 pieces of kit: a compact personal humidifier or single-use humidifier pad, a low-profile heated neck wrap or warmed foot socks for localized thermoregulation, and a high-grade barrier face mist plus glycerin-based hand moisturizer. Why these 3? Humidity and skin hydration preserve mucosal function and reduce perceived effort during breathing, while localized warming helps anchor your peripheral temperature to the circadian target for deep sleep. Operational timing. Pick a single 60 to 90-minute cabin window that aligns with your target sleep phase on arrival, and deploy the humidifier and heating during that window. Anchor that window with a short red light exposure using a travel red light pack if you have it. Red wavelengths prime melatonin-friendly physiology without disturbing sleep propensity. Fix the physical bottlenecks first. Step 2. Physiological pacing. This is about breathing cadence, micro-movement, and an oxygen awareness checklist you can run while strapped in. Use a conservative resonance breathing template. 4 seconds inhale, 6 seconds exhale, roughly 6 breaths per minute, for 4 cycles every 30 to 45 minutes while awake. That cadence supports vagal tone and preserves HRV without causing lightheadedness. Insert small mobility intervals, ankle circles, isometric glute squeezes, and shoulder rolls every 30 minutes to maintain circulation. Oxygen awareness checklist. Know your baseline SpO2 at rest. If in-flight SpO2 drops persistently below 92%, stop paced breathing, sit upright, take calm normal breaths, and alert cabin crew. These actions keep mitochondrial energy markers, inferred by HRV and SpO2, from deteriorating. Step 3. Scheduled microsleep sequence. This is the core slow-wave banking maneuver. Choose a 45 to 90-minute focused window that coincides with your target SWS phase relative to destination time. For most executives, a single 60 to 90-minute block is optimal, long enough to access stage N3 without fragmenting subsequent sleep. If you use melatonin, keep it conservative. Low dose, time-locked, 0.5 to 1 milligram, taken 30 to 45 minutes before your scheduled microsleep, and only if you've used melatonin before without adverse effects. Do not mix high caffeine beforehand. The most common operational mistake is random caffeine plus scattered MAPs. That destroys sleep architecture and negates banking. If you wake early, resist long aimless screen time. Apply your red light mask, hydrate, and resume quiet breathing.
Quick compliance addendum. If you travel frequently for work, document the timing and doses you use and any approved medications with your physician before you leave. Small changes to melatonin timing or breathing practices may interact with other prescriptions. Structure first, freedom second.
Technical supplement tie-in. Presets you should load now. Set your wearable to log continuous HRV with 5-minute rolling averages, SpO2 every 5 minutes if supported, and a sleep session labeled in-flight microsleep. Target ranges on arrival. HRV decline no greater than 15 to 20% from personal baseline in the first 2 hours post-landing. SpO2 consistently above 93% while seated. Sleep efficiency for your in-flight microsleep above 70% with SWS percentage improved relative to your last in-flight baseline. On-device settings. Enable a vibration reminder every 30 minutes for micromovement, a guided breathing program for the 4-6 cycles, and a custom sleep tag. Exactly log these 3 metrics on landing: HRV delta, SpO2 floor, and SWS percentage. That data tells you whether you succeeded.
Recap and operational checklist. 1. Environmental kit deployed during your chosen window: humidifier, localized warming, skin hydration. 2. Scheduled physiological pacing every 30 to 45 minutes with the 4-6 breathing cycles and micromovement. 3. A single 45 to 90 minute microsleep. Low-dose time-locked melatonin only if previously tolerated, and no random caffeine or scattered naps. On landing, log HRV delta, SpO2 floor, and SWS percentage. Avoid the trap of mixing stimulants with unstructured napping. It's how most executives wreck their first 24 hours. Call to action. Download the Cabin Control one-page kit at shop.nomadlifesuccess.com/cabin-control kit. It includes a printable checklist, recommended wearable presets, and the micro-sleep scheduler template. Log the 3 metrics on landing and compare them to your baseline for the next 72 hours. Fix the physical bottlenecks first and measure every change. That is your high-performance blueprint for today. Remember, treat your biology like business infrastructure. If your physical stack fails, the business stops. Minimize the friction and stay optimized.